Yeah. Awesome. Recording is on. Okay, this is Christine Till, the marketing mentress. I'm on with Terry today, and we're going to review. What was it we were going to review? I got so busy. Terry, what were we going
how
to?
to embed how to
Oh,
embed the
how to
link in
embed.
your
Yeah,
article.
something I do every day, and I just sort of take it for granted because I do it all the time. So I'm going to share my screen and go into my LinkedIn. Share. And I'm going to pretend I'm writing an article. So there's LinkedIn. Can you see LinkedIn, Terry?
Yes.
And look whose post is right on top. Good girl. Shows me that you're busy doing stuff.
I have something set to go out every day.
That is great. I'll
I'm
just make,
deciding that maybe what I need to do is get some headshots so I can just use my headshot like you do.
yeah, you can do that. If you're doing videos, um, and you save your videos on TikTok without the watermark on them, then you can just copy the link on a video on TikTok and embed it in a post like this that you've got. You can embed it in there. So I'm going to go into my home page here. And let's no, do a newsletter. I haven't done a newsletter for a while. So I'm going to go into my Thrivability Digest. Ooh, look at that. I got 1,778 subscribers on my newsletter. Okay, so I'm going to create a new edition.
And you put the newsletters in the groups too, or just our articles?
Just the articles. I don't put the newsletters in the groups because I don't want to lord it over. That's the only word I can think of on everybody. Like, here's my this, here's my that. Look at me, this. I try to be very discreet, and it seems to work fine. So, what are we going to use for a title? I've got an idea for a title here. Ooh, pardon me. Sneezery. Okay. I know what it feels like to wait and wander. Oh, I don't want that there. Sometimes my mouse jumps. I'll put a capital F on here. Okay, so we're going to do something. We're going to go out on a limb here. We're going to go into ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write a newsletter.
How do you think you get the subscribers for the newsletters?
I bury the links in them.
Okay.
And the links that I bury, I try to bury the links that take people to my landing page
Mm-hmm.
so that they both from my LinkedIn newsletter and from my system newsletter, they both go to the same landing page. So I'm working to get more contacts in my contact list on my system.io. So let's see, write a newsletter. I know what it feels like to wait and wonder. I waited to wait for the job market to shift, waited for a number to catch up with the online world. I didn't grow ROW up in, but here's what I learned. Change anything. At some point, we have to decide we're not waiting anymore. We're building. And
Diesel, stop.
okay, so I'm going to take this and ask, I said, write a newsletter
Stop.
on okay, and I'm going to put a quotation mark at the end. And let's see what ChatGPT comes up with.
No.
Whoa, there we go. Look at that. Woohoo. Okay, so I'm going to copy. Okay, we got that title already, so we don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to copy. It has a call to action. I've got it trained because I'm on the paid platform and it even calls me by name.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the first time it did that, it kind of threw me off. Like, what? I couldn't remember telling it my name, but it found my name. Okay, we're going to go into LinkedIn. I'm going to paste the newsletter in here.
No. No.
There we go. So if you're still in that waiting place, let's see here. I waited too, waited for the job market to shift, waited for one more opportunity to come along, waited for my confidence to catch up. And with the online world, I didn't grow up in. And while I was waiting, the bills kept coming. My pension didn't grow. My family kept having birthdays, holidays, and moments I missed because I couldn't afford the flight to be there. Oh, this is so me. Here's what I learned. Waiting doesn't change anything. At some point, we have to decide we're not waiting anymore. We're building. When I finally took that step, I didn't have tech skills. I didn't have money in the bank. I didn't even know if I could make it work. But I found a proven automated system I could plug into, one that didn't require cold calls, awkward DMs, or spending 14 hours a day glued to my screen. And with just 2 hours a day, it started to work. I'm going to put an exclamation mark in there. I'm going to put regular customers. Credit card debt shrinking enough to finally say, yes, I'll be there when my family invited me. If you're still in that waiting place, I get it, but maybe this is your moment to step into the building place instead. Reply, I'm ready if you want me to send you the exact blueprint I use to stop waiting for and start winning. Because life doesn't happen while we wait, it happens while we build. So I'm going to put in here, I always sign it. Well, let's see which signature will I use. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another window for LinkedIn, because I'm going to just copy and paste. Always, it does this when I do it on Google, because the platform that I usually use for my LinkedIn is the Microsoft platform. Okay, so I can go in here and I go into the Me network and I go into posts and activity. And then I click on the More button and I go into newsletter, but I'm going to go into articles because I've got them all saved in there as well. So I'm going to click on this one. And this is the one that I'm in the process. To business. I did something different on that one. Okay, let's go back. I'll go into the Legacy Builder. And so I want to copy all these links. All these blue letters are attached to different links, to different social media links and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the top. You have to click Edit Article so that you can go in there and copy all those links. Okay. So I don't need to copy Cheering Your Success. I just need to copy the link. Oh, I have to go from the bottom to the top. Come on. Move. There we go. We got it down to where we want it. Right click, copy, and then you go over to the other window, and then you just highlight the bottom word and Control V. Ta-da! There you go. These are all live. You see, when you move your mouse over them, they're all live. And I'm going to show you how to put a video in, okay? If you're still in that waiting place, I get it. But maybe this is your moment. So I'm going to take that, but maybe this is your moment. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to put a link in there. So I'm going to go into my TikTok, and I'm going to hit refresh. There we go, refresh. And I'm going to do this one here. Come on. Scared about this future. And left click, copy that link. So now I'm going to go back into my newsletter and I'm going to click add link. As soon as I finish highlighting, maybe this is your moment. And you hit the link and you go up to where the box is and you paste the link in there. Click apply. Voila. See what I did? Did you follow that?
Yeah, I haven't even tried to open up TikTok on my laptop yet. I figured I better figure out what I'm doing with
Yeah.
LinkedIn for.
So I use it on my laptop just so that I can get the link
Uh-huh.
and be able to copy the link over, right?
Uh-huh.
So now it's live. See, I move my mouse over top of it and it has a line that forms under it. So once you've done that, then you have to go into the old one and that you copied from, and you have to click update. So there everything stays in place. So I pretty much get all my stuff from ChatGPT.
Uh-huh.
So once you've got that, then you go back over to your newsletter And so it's got a next button there, you see?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to make sure I have a Word document available. I'm going to open up a blank Word document. Go to File, open up a Word document. Okay, got it there, all ready to go. So I'm going to go back into my LinkedIn. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to copy and paste some of the context. Let's see what I'm going to use here. But I found a proven automated system, so I'm going to just copy this. Copy. I'm going to put this on the Word document, and then I'm going to reshape it just a little bit. And I'm going to go back in and get another portion.
I think I need to train my chat GPT a little bit more because it'll come up with stuff for different things like online business or digital marketing or passive income, stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's not very detailed and personal.
Ah, okay, so I'm going to put this other bit in here. So at some point we have to decide. We're not waiting anymore. We're building. I found a proven automated system I could plug into, one that didn't require cold calls, awkward DMs, or spending 14 hours a day glued to my screen. I'm going to leave that at that. And I'm going to go, so I've already done a copy and paste, right? So what I want to get is the link to my website, right?
Uh-huh.
So this blurb, I'm going to copy this whole thing. Copy. And go back over into that Google. And so I'm going to hit next. Tell your network what this edition of your newsletter is about. So that's where you have to paste that blurb, right? So I already had copied it. And then you can click publish. But before you click publish, you can set this clock to whatever time you want to schedule your newsletter to go out on. So today is the 11th. We'll leave it at the 11th and we'll just have it go out a little bit later. Actually, it's 4:30 now. I think I'll have it go out at 5:30. There we go. And you can view all scheduled posts if you want. And you click next. And you can schedule the post to go out. And you can close this. So here's something else that you need to do. Let's go back to my Thriveability for seniors. So I'm going to go back home. So this is that newsletter is not going to go out just yet. So let's go into the newsletters. So the Thriveability Digest, the path to peace and passive income. There's events. I've got an event coming up this Thursday as well.
I won't be working then.
You won't be working on, yeah, so you can be able to have everything set up, ready to go.
Easy for you to say.
I can't figure out where my newsletter went. Oh no.
Well, it hasn't got published yet, so
I think
is
I
it in
did.
your list?
I'm looking at my list.
Scheduled?
Recent July.
Is there a scheduled section?
Um, this is I know what it feels like to wait, and that's what I'm looking for. Let's see if there's another one here. No. I forgot to put my picture on there.
Ah,
That's what I forgot to do. And I've been trying to keep the headshot with just a certain number of headshots that I use on a regular basis so people recognize my newsletter.
uh-huh.
So I've been using this one here, the path to peace and passive income. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go in, discover more. Let's see if I can find something in there. Oh, these are other newsletters that other people are doing. So I have 18,000, over 18,000 actual connections, but I've got a whole bunch of like 5,000 people that are following and followers.
So that's who your newsletter goes out to?
It goes out to everybody that's following me and to the people that are connected to me. Both.
Okay. Yeah, I think I actually have more people following me than are connected to me.
Yeah, that's what tends to be the way that people go. And then once we give them something that to them is what hits their pain point, that's when
Uh-huh.
they actually will accept a connection. So if somebody comes and joins and follows you, that's another way that we can reach out to people. Because once they follow you, then you can send messages.
Because I've been going into people and then location and then current companies. And I've been
Mhm.
trying to find connections that way, but I only get to choose from 3 a day.
I'm going to accept some of these people here. I'm getting a lot of people from Africa. This one here, let's see.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to get hacked again because that's what they figured out. What the location was that hacked my Facebook and my TikTok.
Was what in your,
Africa.
oh, in Africa. Yeah, it's Nigeria.
Yeah,
And oh, what's that fancy area where they've got all the fancy towers now? Um, Dubai.
yeah.
The people that hacked me on my Facebook were from Dubai and Nigeria. And the people that hacked my LinkedIn were from Nigeria. So I'm really lucky I got my LinkedIn back. Okay, here's your people. We can look and see who wants to network with me. Entrepreneur, freedom driven, fisheries. I don't think I want that little boy. Director of Marketing, Email Marketing, Empowering the Next Generation. That might be a good one. And I've already invited this person to connect and they haven't accepted. Luciane, registered nurse, banking. I'm going to just see.
So you connect with people that aren't necessarily in your age category that's your perfect customer?
What I've realized that most of these people's pictures on here are way younger than what they really are. And most everybody on here is over 50. You very seldom find somebody who's in their 20s and 30s on here. So all these people across this top row,
Uh-huh.
Sarah, Lawrence, Idris, and Kevin, I bet they're all over 50. These people here, they're probably all over 50. Yeah, she looks like she's younger, but I'm sure she's over 50. She just got makeup on.
Yeah, I had somebody that started following me on there, and then the next thing you know, he's like telling me, well, we should FaceTime and we should this and we should connect off of LinkedIn and all this. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as they start wanting to get personal, and if they say, if they just start off the conversation with, hello, how are you today? It doesn't sound to me like they're going to turn into business. Sometimes I might give them one more chance and I'll ask them a question. So what inspires you to come to LinkedIn? And if they say, oh, I just want to make friends, then I say, oh, they get blocked right away. So I've invited a few to come and join me through this section. I don't usually do very many. I think I did 2 or 3 today. And the next way to get people, which I find is actually the best way to get your target audience, is doing a search, a people search. They're sure protecting you. Somebody must be walking by.
She barks at the wind.
Did I ever tell you my dad was a veterinarian? We always had anywhere from 2 to 5 dogs running around the barnyard. People would stop at the end of our driveway, which was about a quarter of a mile long, and it was a winding driveway, all lined with spruce trees that we irrigated to keep watered, because we were in southern Alberta where it gets really hot. And so you couldn't see when they stopped to drop off their animal. And we lived in a coulee, and we'd hear and see dust flying. You could hear them. The air was clear and there weren't people around. And they'd go down the hill and then it would get quiet. There'd be no dust rising. And then the car would take off and go up the other side of the hill. And my mom would say, oh, looks like we're going to be getting another dog in about 20 minutes. And sure enough, here comes a dog sauntering down the driveway. They knew my dad was a veterinarian and they knew he had a good heart. He didn't want to put animals down unless they were sick or really badly sick. Okay, so we've got second level locations. We're going to choose United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and we're going to choose Australia.
No Canada?
I thought I chose Canada. We'll see in a minute here. Yeah, Canada's chosen. So locations. Yeah, see, it's got Canada chosen.
But you said they'll only let you search 3 if you're not on the paid platform?
For LinkedIn,
Yeah, under people.
I haven't noticed any difference. I've been
It
doing it
keeps
without being
keeps
paid.
wanting me to join the uh otherwise it has everything past 3 people blurred out.
Oh, wow. So let's add a network marketing company. We'll do Mary Kay.
I even went on Chat GPT and asked them for current network marketing companies,
Oh, yeah. What did he
and
come
I
up with?
a whole bunch I'd never even heard of before.
Oh, wow. So we'll go to Mary Kay Global. So here we have somebody who's a director, people strategy in Austin, Texas. So these people are all, it looks like they're all connected to me now because it says message, right? See this?
Yes.
And I can follow some people, and that's the way they set their profile up. Some people set their profile up so you can't invite them to connect. All you can do is follow them, and
Uh-huh.
that's under your privacy and settings. So it'd be really good for you to go into your privacy and settings. Now you got your computer, go into your privacy and settings and go through all of those different settings and just click on them and read what it says in there, because there are some things you don't want to have in your privacy and settings. And we've got 10 minutes extra here, so I'm going to go in there and show you quickly. So these people, you can just follow them. So I'm going to click following. I'm going to click following. I'm not going to click connect. And this person will follow. And this person will follow. You don't get in trouble for following people unless you follow too many. There we go. And I'll just do that for today. I won't invite anymore. I try not to go over 10 because I don't want to get myself into trouble. I've seen people get themselves hung up and they get sent to LinkedIn jail because they invite too many people to themselves to follow or connect to too many people. So let's go over. I'm going to click my little me button. And in this little me button, you go into settings and privacy. You see that down there. And then when it opens up, you have on the left side these main headings. And when you click each one of these headings, it opens up a whole bunch of headings on the right side. So you could actually manage your entire profile from here. So you have your profile information, your name, your personal demographic, your verifications, and you can click on whichever display mode you want, dark mode or light mode. I've got mine on light mode. And then you have general preferences, your language, your content, but you just go through all of these and click on the little arrow at the right side and read through them and see which ones you want. I don't want to reactivate my subscriptions and payments. Thank you very much. And so you just click each one of these headings as you go down the left side, sign in and security. This is where you can go and change your password. You put your phone number in here, your email that you use to sign up. And you can have more than just that one email address. I usually have at least 2 email addresses in there because, well, I don't worry about it so much anymore. But when I was working for another company, for like a legal secretary, and I added their email in there, if you set up your LinkedIn with a corporate email from another company and then you leave that company, then you can't ever get back into your LinkedIn address. So it's better if you use your own email.
Good idea.
So you can have more than one email, but it's just for your protection in case something happens to your main email. So here's my 2-step verification. I've got it turned on. So you need to make sure that you get your 2-step verification set on in yours. And let's go to visibility. So this one is where you can set how many emails you want to receive. So who can see your connections? I don't let anybody see my connections. I've
Right.
got it turned off. I don't want my people bugged, or bugged meaning bothered. I don't want them bothered.
Right. Right.
So you want to be able to see their name and their headline, and you want your page visit visibility can be turned on. You edit your public profile. You can click. Did I show you on LinkedIn how to edit your public profile? You'll need to go in and do that. I'm going to open up the other LinkedIn window here while I'm here. And I'm going to go to my home page. And let's go to, oh, I have to go to my profile page. That's where I have to go. So you go to your public profile and you change your URL. So mine is linkedin.com/IN, which everybody gets, slash, and I put in marketing mentress there. But you can put your name in there and make it more personalized. And if you found anybody on LinkedIn that has the same first and last name as you,
Uh-huh.
put a middle initial in there.
Yeah,
Chances of,
mine has it.
okay, that's great. So you've done yours. Everybody gets a LinkedIn URL that has numbers on the end. And it looks
Uh-huh.
very unprofessional. It's like TikTok. When they put a bunch of numbers on the end, I start getting turned off and I don't want to pay any attention to them anymore because you don't know if it's a real profile or if it's a copycat, right?
Now, when I see posts from people and I start reading them, and then it's got a link in there and it just says link dot something or another, and you said that goes to another article or another post, or and LinkedIn just puts it in there.
What are you reading? What are you talking about?
If I'm just reading down in my feed and I see somebody's
Oh,
post, and so I start reading the post or somebody that I'm following, and then somewhere down in the body of the post it's got the highlighted text that says link something or another in it.
oh, that might be a link to their article
Oh, okay.
because it's a LinkedIn, um, it's a LinkedIn.
So do you have to copy and paste that to put that link in there, or LinkedIn automatically does
If
it?
it link, no, when you publish an article, boy, this is a long one. Dwayne Clausen is a good friend of mine. He does some coaching for men, coaches men, helping them overcome their uncertainty as to whether they're how they can be more masculine, that kind of thing. Because too, anyway, I won't go into that in detail. But so you would be reading an article like this, say?
Yeah, and then at the end of a sentence it'd have a highlighted link that's blue that
Mhm.
says link dot and then whatever the rest of it is.
So that means that it's an article that they published.
So their post, they're
Yeah.
linking to their article.
They post their article on LinkedIn.
Right, but then where I'm seeing the link in a post, they've
Hmm.
connected the two. I'll have to find a picture
Yeah.
one and send it to
So
you.
yeah, if it has in in there, it's probably an article. It's either an article or a newsletter that if it has .in in there. So let's go back into my account settings here and get out of this. Your back arrow again is your best friend on here. And you can go right back to where you want. So this is where we were doing our people search. And so this is where you've got some really nice posts coming out through here.
I noticed when I am looking for a thumbnail on Canva,
Mm-hmm.
if I just click design, and then when it comes up to the thumbnail page where it gives you options, if I go up in the search bar and I type in the headline of whatever my post is, they have like AI that comes up with the picture, and then you can modify the picture and the color and stuff. But I noticed I have to put an age in there or the word retired or something to get a picture that looks like this instead of
Yeah. So you
a
did that
20.
on chat?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And then I just changed the color to somewhat match her top.
Yeah, that's great. I used to think retirement was the finish line. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to find one of those and then send you a picture of it.
Man, she's flexible. Yeah, do that. That would be great. The 80s weren't just a decade.
They were ancient history.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to take off here, but I think I did enough of the newsletter that you could go ahead and follow through. But just remember to add the picture in there first before
Oh,
you do the rest.
all righty. Well, I will definitely do that. And thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You have a
You
great
have a
rest of your day.
You too. I'm going
Yeah.
to drive in and finish my other job. And then I always try and make it at the grocery store so I can grab what I need while I'm there instead of having to drive 10 miles back in there again the next day to get
Oh,
what I
man.
want.
Oh, my gosh.
Take care.
No, I'm going to take charge while I'm taking care.
All righty. Good. Good evening.
Bye for now.